everyone, and welcome to Studio B at the AFL Outer East Netball Show. I'm Mel Broadley.
And I am Greg Heinrich, and we're excited to bring you a massive show. We've had a couple of grand finals, we've had an awards night, and we've got a couple coming up. So
we've got a big week. It's been a big week in netball.
Yeah, I feel like we haven't been in here for a while now, but that's because so much has happened, and obviously we've got so much to go through with you. So keep your eyes peeled.
Let's start with the AFL Outer East. Oh, no, let's start with Club Corner.
The Club Corner. So we released last week a clinic that we are running in partnership with Mercedes-Benz Berwick, featuring Liz Watson, specialist clinic for mid-quarters for 13s and 15s. Unfortunately, we've got to do it, fortunately, Liz has been announced in the Samsung Diamond squad for the Constellation Cup, which has given us a bit of a spanner. She's had a schedule change and has a training session early Tuesday morning. So we are changing the time. We're going to run it on the same day, but rather than be a 9 o'clock start, it's going to be a 3 p.m. start. So everybody...
Holidays, that's probably a good thing. Let the kids sleep in.
Yeah, that's right. Everybody will be notified that has currently registered, and we will also send out a generic email to those that we contacted at the beginning of last week anyway. So, look, we're still excited to be able to run that clinic and obviously wish Liz all the very best in the Constellation Cup and her preparation leading up to it as well.
Yes. Awesome. Love it. Okay, so let's get on to the AFL Outer East medal night last night, Greg. You looked quite dapper, I must say.
Well, it took me a long time now they've got all this hair going on. I had to blow dry it, put some product in it.
I actually thought you had a bit of a spray tan last night. I thought you were taking the pee.
No, I was out on the golf course earlier in the day,
so
I had a bit of sunshine on my face. Yeah.
I nearly brought you in some spray tan this morning, to take it out. But yeah, so you were a little bit sunburnt.
I was a touch.
You did look like you had a little. Well, because you've talked all year about having a makeup artist in here for you.
And I've never got one. Never. So I thought I'd do something myself.
But we told you you were pretty enough. You didn't need the makeup.
Yeah, thanks. I know you're taking a piss. No, look, you look great last night too. It was nice to see everybody dolled up and
it was good.
Enjoying a great night out.
So let's go on to the winners though.
Yeah, a couple of great winners.
Yeah.
Everybody really, but it's at the top.
So huge congratulations to what I believe is her 4th year in a row.
To win a league medal.
I think she won 3 at Seffinal. Was Miss Tara Cecil from the Cranbourne Football Netball Club.
Yep.
Has re-signed with Waves, I understand.
Yeah. And she'll stay at Cranbourne as well for next year. She's a superstar, and it was interesting seeing her because I had no idea who were going to win the medals.
So you weren't privy to any of that?
I was in the dark, and look, it was nice to be. It was a bit refreshing to be that way because that anticipation of who's going to win. But looking at some of the key people who may have won earlier in the night and how they were shaping up in the evening, Tara had a few drinks early on and was enjoying herself. And, she made a great speech and had a couple of waves to the crowd, which added to the entertainment. But very well deserved.
Yes.
4th year in a row that she's won a league medal. The only other one that I can think of that's done that is Krista Tomlinson's won 4 league medals from Olinda. So it's rare to win a league medal, let alone 4 in a row. So congratulations, Tara. Well deserved and awesome to see you get that individual accolade.
And then we had the Division 1 Best and Fairest go to Caitlin Black from Mount Evelyn.
Yeah, so
which that was no surprise to me. She's come up a lot in our Best Ons week in,
throughout
week
the
out.
year. Yeah, and the best thing about netball is that it doesn't really. There's great players all throughout Premier Division, Division 1 and Division 2 because the netball follows with the football. So it's not necessarily a graded netball competition. So we are going to see some incredible athletes win the Division 1 and the Division 2 league medals, which we did last night. Caitlin's, got a great background in netball. She's been A&L. She's a championship level netballer. So it's not surprising to see her pick up that accolade. There were some others that could have been involved in that were involved in that vote count late in the year. So tough one, but
very
big
well
congratulations.
Deserved. Yeah, and then the Division 2 Best and Fairest was taken out by Steph McNay from Seville.
Yeah, and we spoke a lot about her earlier on in the year.
Yeah.
She played her first year of VNL this year, championship level. It was an absolute superstar. She won this medal last year as well, so she's gone back to back with this medal. And you know, she's in a team of superstars as well. They've got Ella Bayliss there. So it's tough to win a medal when you've got other great players in your team, because there are games where you sort of take votes off one another. But she's a standout, absolute superstar.
Okay, so we had a Premier League defender.
Yeah,
A Division 1 defender.
And Division 2 defender.
They were all defenders.
Yeah, so it's a bit of a defensive year this year, and you can probably tell that
Saves goals.
with the score lines. So we haven't had many blowouts apart from some of the Olinda games.
Yeah.
Every sort of other division, their score lines have been a real defensive score line, and you can see with the defenders coming through and winning the league medals.
Some of their outtakes of when they did the reel on the girls.
Yeah.
Steps were phenomenal. They were really good.
Yeah, she's definitely an amazing athlete.
Yeah,
that's
so
for sure.
who do we have in B grade?
So B grade we had Kira Nelson from Beaky and Maddie Roget from Wandon.
Equal.
Yeah, equal best and fairest for Premier Division. Really, exciting to see Kira be able to bounce back after such a tumultuous couple of years for her, and then win a league medal.
Yeah. I've still got goosebumps when you say that.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm quite close to Kira and her family, so yeah, I was jumping up and down when she walked past me last night winning that. I was super, super proud of her.
Yeah, and the support from the room in general, those who know her story, there were cheers all around, which is really great for her to be able to receive that in such company, and her peers really cheering her on because they know how hard her road's been.
Yeah.
In Div 1 we had Caitlin Yan. Now she got up on stage on crutches.
Yes.
She 14 centimetre tear in her calf muscle.
God.
Which absolutely,
That's huge.
It's huge. I don't even think Will, when he had a fall earlier in the year,
across the lights.
he wasn't even that big. And he's got some big calf muscles, guys, so tough one.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you saw the Snapchat story or the Instagram story from Renee Ingalls yesterday.
No.
She played that last game when she didn't know with a 5 centimetre tear.
Yeah.
So 14.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I did hear something last night where her coach, Caitlin Black, got her to play with the tear. So, yeah, all the best for your recovery, Caitlin. Div 2 League Best and Fairest for B grade was Sky Corrigan from Yarra Glen. So, yeah, congratulations, Sky. Outstanding year and well-deserved on the league medal.
And let's get on to the C grade Best and Fairest from last night. So in the Premier League, Brodie Davenport from Cranbourne.
Yeah, and she is an absolute firecracker. Watching her on the weekend, just goes about her business, hard at the contest, takes no prisoners. So super to see her get the league medal.
And from Mount Evelyn, Div 1 winner was Rebecca Gore. Is it Gorfine?
Gorfine, yeah. Now, she's got a good background at Mount Ev. She's a former A-grade player, had a couple of kids, come back to playing netball, enjoying playing a netball, but again, not surprising to see her up the top of the leaderboard for C grade.
And taking out the final one for Div 2, C grade Best and Fairest went to Cara Doyle from Yarra Junction.
Yeah, another really worthy winner for C grade in Cara, so congratulations.
I'm very happy to announce this one.
Go for it.
We were up and about on our table last night, as you just bagged me about before. And it wasn't alcohol, it was excitement, because this is not what they play for.
Yeah.
But yeah. So the Premier League D grade Best and Fairest was a joint one between Shaylee Hurst from Berwick and Tiana Talbot from Beaky. Now that was so exciting towards the end. I don't know if everyone was, obviously there was a lot of people there last night, but the count back coming into the joint ones, it just really raised the room atmosphere, so it was really good.
Yeah, it was nice to have a bit of shade, light and shade last night in terms of there was a couple of grades that just went straight through to the final leaderboard because there were some clear winners, and then there was a couple of tight finishes, so we went through the vote count. To build that suspense, and this was one where I think either of those two girls were probably getting nervous as soon as we went into the vote count.
Yeah, Shaylee was quite nervous, I must say, sitting on our table. We're like, come on, it's all right, you've got this. And then it got down to the end and she was just, but it was nice. It's very good.
It's always good to see a joint win.
Yeah, I love joint wins. Like, I just think that's, testament to the game and the division that they play in as well. So then we had Div 1's D grade Best and Fairest win to Amy Barnes from Pakenham. What a superstar she is as well. Just amazing. And then Div 2 was Erin White from King Lake.
Yeah, and look, again, I was probably a bit surprised not to see some King Lakers not poll higher in the other grades as well, because they've had a great year across the board, making finals in A and B, and, really good to see Erin take out the D grade best and fairest for the league.
And we'll go on to the juniors.
Yeah, you know what? It was probably one of the most proud moments to be up on stage presenting the junior best and fairest. For the majority, having worked with most at some stage within their career, their junior careers. But the first one, 13 Whites, Paddy Fairclough, what a young lad he is, and he was proud as punch to come up and win that or accept his league medal. Just for boys in netball too, I think this is a great sign. We've got a couple of boys that are wanting to play the game. To see Paddy go through and win the league medal for the 13 Whites was exceptional, and sort of hopefully will send a message to other young boys who are contemplating whether or not they should play footy netball. Get amongst it, because the Outer East are a competition where we promote boys to play right through to the under 15 age group, where at association level they generally get stopped once they turn 13.
This one was This was a
no
was a lay down
surprise.
misère, as we say in the card game.
Yeah, Tamari Wakanisau from Narry Warren winning the 13 Blues. She's a star.
Yeah.
She's, I know we don't like to put the pressure on young kids, but she's got a long way to go and will have a massive future in terms of her netball career. She's tall, she's dynamic, and
she's agile.
Yeah, and she's agile. For her age, her ability, really, and have had lots of contact with her in the studio and out on the netball court. So super to be able to present that award to her. In 15 Whites, another one, a couple of Berwick girls taking out the 15 divisions.
Yeah.
15 White, Jen Parr, she puts a lot of pressure on herself. Spent a bit of time with her too, and I think just the celebration to see her, she was in shock. Which is always nice to have players that don't expect to win those types of awards and genuinely appreciate that. And then the 15 Blues, Louisa Suleimani, she's a superstar as well. So I know there was plenty of cheering coming from the Berwick table when it came to the 15s.
But you know what? I'm there to celebrate these things. So,
Yeah.
Matt came up and said to me at one point, every time I read out a Berwick name, it's like loud and I've got to pause. I go, oh, well.
Yeah, and that's the way that we like it. Plenty of celebrating.
Can we just give a little bit of a big shout out to Jen too, who she lost her grandmother the day before. So for her to turn up last night and be as happy as she was and accept that, I was very, very proud of her efforts. Yeah,
and her sister Kayla took her along to the night because I think Kylie, her mum, was working through some things in regards to her mum passing. So our condolences to the Parr family. Sending lots of love your way.
Yeah.
The 17s.
This was a big talk in the room about who that fifth person was coming into the league night last night for the 17 Whites. A couple of the girls from Rock asked me who was up, and I said, I actually think it's the goal defender from Berwick Springs that's in this.
Yeah.
And then I saw her there and watched the votes go through. So I loved this one.
Yeah, and look, for Berwick Springs, new into the competition, they had 2 junior teams, 2 senior teams. This is really going to help them build their program, knowing that they've got some athletes in there, especially in a key age group being the 17s, win the league medal. To Sathumi, she was very humble in her acceptance too. So it was nice to see her, pick up that medal. 17 Blues.
This was exciting.
Gosh, yeah, three winners. Amy Bidwell, Narry Warren, Chelsea Morris from Cranbourne, and Eloise Crabtree. Superstars of the future, especially within the Outer East. Amy Bidwell has done some amazing things outside of the AFL Outer East, but she's a trooper, someone who has equally needed to get through some tough times herself and has done so and come out really strong on the other end. Chelsea Morris, she's a key starter in the A-grade team and played a great job on Saturday in their final to beat Wooriallic. And then Eloise Crabtree from Cranbourne too. She's a young superstar, was part of our 17s interleague, is bottom age. so has a long way to go in terms of her career too. So really well done to those 3 girls.
Yeah, it was a huge congratulations to all the juniors. It was really nice to see them get so excited last night as well.
Yeah.
So let's get on to the
let's get on to
final
the
win.
Div 2 Grand Final. It was a cracker, and we knew that going into this game, Yay had the upper hand over Seville. It was going to be a tough task for Seville to take it out because Yay just have the depth. And we had a bit of banter in the office earlier in the week, last week, and I did say, Yay, we're going to get up by 12 goals, and look what happens. So if you ever need a tip for anything, make sure you send me a message and I'll send it through, and you might bring home the chocolates like I did.
And the best on court, as we call it, the Jade Hotties.
It was the Jade Hotties, but it's now the Jade Heinrich medal.
I like the way you changed that.
Yeah, it was Ty Coppinger. Congratulations, Ty. And to the Yay A-grade netball team going back-to-back. It's a tough job to do, going back-to-back, especially when you've got some stiff competition like Seville to play against. But yeah, they had the depth and they played they were the better team on the day. So, really well done.
Let's have a look at the Premier Division Finals Week 2. So the first semi was at Doveton that you were at, walking around in your hot pink vest.
Yeah. I had so many comments about the hot pink vest. It actually, I feel like it brings out my eyes a little bit.
Oh, right. I thought it brought out your complexion.
Oh, right. Okay. Anyway, it is one of my favourite colours, so I don't mind rocking out the pink vest.
That's fine. I was expecting you to wear it last night. But anyway.
I should have.
Cranbourne defeated Warrie 42-34, having the best on courts with Alana Hardy, Tara Cecil and Nat Sparks.
Yeah, look, those 3 girls, they were solid across the game, and it was a great game to watch. And
it was neck and neck until like the third quarter time, wasn't it?
Well, 3/4 time, I'm pretty sure it was either 1 or it was level, and then in the last quarter, Cranbourne just had the legs to run over the top of Warrie. Unfortunately, a big shout out to Shannon, who is the Warrie Alec A-grade coach, A and B grade coach. She was unable to be there, which is a shame to not be there. But yeah, look, I think her girls did a stellar job in being able to try and hold off the Cranbourne A-grade team for that long. But I probably couldn't have seen Cranbourne losing that game either. Yeah. Every single year, having experience against them, they seem to be able to go hard at the right time of year, and they certainly did that on Saturday to get the win.
So they've cemented themselves in a spot in the prelim this weekend, and they will be taking on Beaconsfield, who were beaten at Pakenham by Alinda quite convincingly, 50-39.
Yeah, and look, the Alinda side looks a little bit different now than it did at the very beginning. Obviously, you've got Ash, who's announced her pregnancy and is not playing. You've then got Krista, who is their mid-court staple and their gun. She's also pregnant. So whether she plays a lot of court time in the grand final or not, we'll wait and see.
But did she play Saturday?
She played on the weekend. I think she might be 16 weeks or so. I'm not too sure how far along she is. But she won't let anything stop her. She's a machine in her own right, and will want to be out there in the big dance. Just whether or not her coaches see her as being up to par. Pregnancy can take it out of you at the best of times. So they've got the depth though. Ali Stewart, Maddie Taylor, and Alice Paget were key players for Alinda on the weekend to get the win against Beaky.
Fantastic. So we wish them the best of luck. So as we said, Beaconsfield will take on Cranbourne and the winner will play Alinda in the grand final the following week on grand final eve.
Yeah, and if we look at the previous meetings here, it's really interesting to see that
it's been one. So is it Cranbourne's time?
Bit of both sides. Yeah, that's right. And I chatted to the Cranbourne girls last night, and they're confident going into this weekend, and as they should be, because I think prelim finals are best team on the day. So who can rock up and play the best netball will get the chocolates. And it's going to be a close one. It's going to be a couple of goals in it.
Yeah, so I was going to say, whoever wins, it's definitely going to be a very good game of netball.
Yeah.
That's for sure. So agreed. We wish those girls the best of luck in the Prem Division prelim.
Yeah. All right, so let's have a look at the prelim finals for Div 1 on the weekend.
This
Gosh,
still shocks
when
me.
when I saw this result,
Still shocks me.
yeah, Rock was solid all the way through the year, and they've got to finals and they've fallen over a little bit here.
Or were Monbulk just better improved throughout the season and came into their own?
Yeah, a bit of both. But again, when Rock was so good throughout the year, you would like to see them be able to continue that form going into finals, and whether or not nerves got the better of them, or like you say, Monbulk just stepped up to the challenge on the day. Just 42-29 though. It's such a big turnaround, and I didn't see it happening.
You know what? I don't think many people did.
No.
Because when the results came through, and I've obviously discussed it with people during the week and Sunday night at trials and things like that, it was a massive shock.
Yeah.
Massive shock. So all good efforts, though, by Rock to get there in the first place.
Yeah.
Have a great season. And like coming out of Seffinal, being in the bottom part of the A grade,
Yeah.
I loved that they were up and
Up the
about
top.
this year, and I think it's a huge congratulations to Sharon and the A grade girls for getting there.
Yeah, and it'll give them some momentum for next year as well.
Yes.
So let's have a look
At the grand final fixture.
this weekend.
Div 1 will be held at Warrialic between Mount Evelyn and Monbulk. Now, they've had some good tussles through the year as well, but it seems that Mount Evelyn have always been able to take the points.
Yeah, 4 games they've had a hit out, and all 4 times Mount Evelyn have had the better of Monbulk.
I like to see the last 2 rounds at how close those
Yeah,
points have been, though. They've only lost by 5 and 3 in the last 2 games.
Yeah.
Where the other 2 have been quite, a bit more significant.
Yeah, and I think in round 2 and round 9, Monbulk were very much still finding their feet as an A-grade squad. They had some movement going from B and A to try and fill some numbers. Their combinations, I'm guessing, they were still working them out. And Christina's got the girls to peak at the right time of year, right, coming into the finals. So,
And that might be the difference for Monbulk this week.
yeah, it could be. Now,
You never say never.
apart from their previous 4 meetings, I did have a look at the ladder in just terms of their win-loss ratio. And this is where I do think Mount Ev probably have the upper hand on Monbulk. Mount Ev won 13, lost 3. So they've had 3 close losses, and I think that will prepare them well. Whereas Monbulk have had 9 wins and 7 losses. So I think Mount Ev having 1 more games and having the track record against Monbulk, it'll give them the upper hand. But again, it's a grand final, so whoever turns up on the day is going to win.
All right, let's have a Powerball ticket in the 150 tonight.
Oh
Don't you gamble?
no!
Oh.
Only tip teams on the sly.
Oh.
In the back office.
I was going to say, I'm going to go for the underdog and pick Monbulk to win.
Look, I think Monbulk are going to give it a fair crack, and I'm going to tip them as well, but I'm going to tip them by 3.
Monbulk or Mount Evelyn?
Monbulk.
Oh, so you're going with the underdog
Yeah,
like
I'm going to go. I'm going to go with
then
Monbulk.
we can't have a ticket on that.
I just think that Mount Ev might have the upper hand, but I do think Monbulk are going to come out firing. And
I agree.
Look, it's always nice to see an underdog win.
Absolutely. And that note.
Until next time, get your game face on.